Hi, my topic is habits and habit formation. And if you've ever been on the internet, you've probably seen clickbait like this, ads like this, things that just want to grab your attention by targeting your habits, good habits, bad habits, common habits, breaking bad habits, forming good habits. But what I want to do here is not talk about forming habits or breaking habits. I want to talk about how habits form. I don't want to persuade you to do anything about your habits. I just want you to be informed about how they are formed. What you do with that information is up to you. But first, what are habits? Habits are ritualistic behaviors, things we do automatically and we don't really think about them. They're choices that aren't really choices because we already know what we're going to pick. It's a manner of behaving that we usually do, and most importantly, it's acquired. We have to learn habits. They're they can be involuntary, and there are biological reasons for habits. The basal ganglia, for instance, is a group of structures in the cerebral hemisphere theorized to play a role in habit forming due to its importance in the relationship of sensory information and motor responses. That is, you do something with your hands, you get a feedback back through your senses. Cortisol levels, however, a neurochemical, uh, what I thought was fascinating is in a study of 48 students, they were instructed to add a stretch into their routine. Half of them were to do it in the morning, half were to do it at night. And the students that did it in the morning when cortisol levels were high, the stretch became a habit about 50 days faster than it did for the night people. And it can be theorized that habits were useful uh, in evolution or just in the past. You know, if you were a creature that could form a habit, you could more easily remember how to get home, how to find food, how to do things, how to live without putting so much brain power into it. And if you were a creature that had that ability, you probably survived more easily. Now, addiction addictions are habits, but habits are not addictions. And I think this quote sums it up well. It's kind of saying that behaviors that start as with a reward or goal in mind, behaviors that we want to get a reward or a goal, they're controlled by how we anticipate the outcome, but sometimes those rewards and goals become just we want stimulus. And we don't care about the outcome anymore. There is no anticipation. We just want the stimulus from our action. And a habit can become an addiction. It's hard to really say, but you know, when something goes from when you like something is not addiction, when you want something is not an addiction, but when you have a compulsion to get something, you could call it an addiction. Like you could like coffee, you could want coffee more often, but if you feel a compulsion to get coffee every single day, then you might be addicted to coffee. In conclusion, there are biological reasons for habits. They're acquired. Please, you cannot use the excuse, oh, I was born with this habit. No, everyone learns these habits from somewhere, and everyone has them, whether the habit is big or small. So, habits are not inherently bad things, nor are they inherently good. Understand that our behaviors are formed through a complex series of emotions, brain responses, actions, and neurochemicals. Nothing is as straightforward as any blog post or clickbait title might make it seem. In the end, habits are your habits, are your own, whether they came from learned behaviors from others or things that you did yourself. You are responsible for your own habits. Thank you.